Hi, I'm Darby, and I'm proud to say that I'm a Tiny Love certified birth doula, and I've really enjoyed my experience with Tiny Love, so I wanted to share my experience with you. So I became interested in supporting women in the childbirth pregnancy process after I had my first son, which was almost 10 years ago. And I had him at the hospital with a doula. And I just realized after that whole experience what a positive impact my doula had on the whole deal. Prenatal labor, I had a long, challenging labor, and then postnatal too. And the main thing is that she helped me feel really empowered through the whole process, which I loved and I was very thankful for. So I really wanted to do that for other women. So since then, for the past 9 years, probably, I've had that passion and that desire, but I kept trying to put it on the back burner and saying, well, I'll someday I'll be a doula. And just try to keep pushing it off. But recently, probably about a year ago, I had things kept coming up that were pointing me in the direction of going for it and trying to get certified to be a doula. Just things like I kept having dreams about it, and then I kept meeting people, which was really cool. But I met some friends who were also doulas, and they really helped give me a lot of information and mentor me. And so that was really neat. And so I started looking online, and I looked at some other ways to get certified. A lot of them seemed, well, first of all, too pricey, but just not very accessible or a little daunting. So some of my doula friends told me about Jessica Atkins and that they had taken some of her workshops and they really respected her. So I found out that she created this Tiny Love certification process. So I looked into it and it seemed really doable because it was all online. You could go at your own pace. It was also a really good price. And I really liked, after looking at some of the material, that it wasn't just read a book, answer questions, write an essay. There is some of that, but it was also more hands-on, like go out and meet some other doulas or midwives, people in the birth community, and interview them, or go take a birthing class or a breastfeeding class. And then I also liked one aspect of it, which was to kind of check in with yourself emotionally and mentally to see where you are to begin with, so that then you can help support others in that way, which I think that is really important. So I like that. And so I looked at Tiny Love that week. I looked at it. The price was half off for the certification. So I thought, well, that's another sign. So I signed up, and who can resist a good deal? So I went for it. And absolutely, I loved the whole process. And I even thought, well, this is too good to be true, because it was interesting. The material was fascinating. I loved it. And I thought, am I doing enough? Is this right? Because it was just too good to be true. So I did it. And I didn't mention that I have 3 kids, well, 3 boys that are now 9, 7, and 4. So it's very doable, even with kids running around. And taking my time, not stressing out about it, but really enjoying it through the whole process. So in the time I was getting certified, I did 10 births, which is a little crazy, kind of time-consuming. They don't recommend you do 10 births. They recommend you do 3 births to get certified. But I loved it. I did 10. And my first experience as a doula was with my friend, and it was a really difficult one she found out at 39 weeks that she had lost the baby and that she was going to have a stillborn. And so I supported her through that whole process during her labor. And it was really hard, but I was very thankful for the opportunity to really be there emotionally and supportive for her. It was difficult, and people asked me afterwards, so do you still want to be a doula after that, or why do you want to do this? Because those are really hard situations, but it actually reaffirmed my decision to be a doula, and reaffirmed my passion. Just made me thankful and sort of honored that I could do that for my friend. And so yeah, I mean, there are difficult parts about this job, but still thankful for it too. And I also like that after every birth, even though as a doula you might feel like sometimes you're not doing enough, or maybe you don't feel like you're doing a whole lot for them, after every time the parents say, "Thank you for being here. I couldn't have done it without you." And that's really awesome. That's a great feeling to know that I supported them in the way that they needed. And as everyone says, every birth is different. And I've learned that it's about supporting the parents in whatever way they need at that time in the moment. And instead of worrying about, I don't know if I will remember everything, or what if I do this, or what if I don't do this, or things like that. It's just about being present and giving them what they need, which is a really cool aspect about being a doula. So I love that part about it. And so yeah, I love it. I love being a doula. I love this profession, and I'm also proud that I went for it, and I did it. And I'm thankful for Tiny Love for helping me to do that. And I'm also really thankful that Tiny Love is still supporting me, even though I'm certified, but there's still, I feel, a sense of community with the Tiny Love doula community. So I'm very thankful for that.